It's quick lube lane here at the M. So this is our third oil change today.
Yeah.
Crew for an oil change, Dodge Ram for an oil change, Volkswagen for an oil change. And I just want to show you this. Can you see that? Plastic drain plug, completely destroyed. Let me, yeah, that's not for me trying to destroy it. That's every quick lane tech doing a shitty job. Not just tell the owner of the car you need a new drain plug. That's what it should look like inside there. Brand new. Not like that. What a mess. It's been a fun day here so far today. So let me fart around with that and see if we can't get it out. You ready, Frankster? My buddy Frank. Like, it's so destroyed in there. Right now I gotta come up with a custom tool to get it out. Sometimes the quick laners just make it miserable. I doubt the customer was doing it because he would never be able to get it out. Right? It's so mangled. Ah, there you go, the old flathead screwdriver. That'll always do it, huh? This is like, I don't know, $5. Like, why wouldn't you just replace it? Do a better quality job. Did you change the filter already?
No. Filter's on top.
Can I do it? No. Oh, look. That'll be cute. So this is used car recondition work. Frank brought us a job from Philly for brake pads and rotors. And you got another exhaust job over there. He's going to come back with. Nothing real exciting going on here today. I had a phone call this morning. I think I'm going to do a video about that because it's not all rainbows and sunshine here, and not a lot of places. Not a lot of places. Caleb was talking about flat rate. What were you just saying a few seconds ago? Because there was something I wanted to say.
I was one of 4 flat rate guys or one of the 4 hourly guys over at the dealership.
What's before that? I don't know. I'll think about it. Wilson, are you there?
Talking about the harness job. We were talking about
Oh, yes, that's it.
And I said they should just stick an hourly guy.
So I had a phone call this morning that we had a little issue here with some workmanship, and the story is like this: something was left loose, customer didn't get hurt, nobody got hurt, supposedly nothing got damaged. Refuses to let us bring the car back to the shop. This is the story. Like, refuses. The car's sitting in his shop, but they're not a mechanic shop. With the wheel off and say, hey, one of the bolts fell out and one's loose. Okay, all right, let me send the truck over to go get the car and bring it back to the shop. Let me take care of it. Absolutely not, I don't want you touching my car. Yeah. And then he's going on and on and on about what they charge an hourly rate. I'm like, you're not comparing apples to apples. You're an elevator mechanic and we're auto mechanics, and your labor rate isn't industry standard. Not even Mercedes charges that price, and the car's a Mercedes. So I said to the guy, all right, well, I understand what you're saying. I'm willing to pay $150 an hour. It shouldn't take more than an hour for any skilled mechanic to go put a bolt back in and torque that side and check the other work, right? Set your mind at ease. Check all the rest of the wheels. You've been around a long time, 50, 60 years. How long does it take for you to go around and check brake caliper, bolts, and hardware?
Not long.
How long? Like, for real time. Half hour, 45 minutes to check every bolt on a braking system. Half hour, 45 minutes. I was willing to pay an hour. At industry standard, $150 an hour on Route 130. that wasn't good enough for him. So I was like, all right, well, I understand that. I'll have the car towed here, and I'll take care of it. Nope, doesn't want that either. Okay, like, all right. Now what's my next option is, okay, well, where do you want the car towed? There's a million shops on Route 130. No, I wanted to go to Bensalem, which is okay. I'm like, really don't want to tow it across to Philly because it costs more. But okay, I'm going to do it. To wherever shop you pick. And it was just, and the story goes is, I couldn't be more willing to take care of the problem. I understand things happen, right? We all, in any business, even your shop, you guys have been around a long time, shit happens. Things don't hold up. Sometimes the mechanic wasn't paying attention, or a tool failure, or air compressor was low, battery was low, anything. There's no excuses, it shouldn't happen. But being willing to stand behind and take care of it, right? I'll send a tow truck. Bring it back to the shop, I'll go through it, I'll check everything, you don't have to worry about it. Nope. Right, so now I got the cars getting towed to Philly, to wherever mechanic he trusts. And then I call them and say, hey, I got a car coming, I want videos and pictures, let me know what's going on. Customer states, one caliper bolt's missing, one's loose. Can you check the rest of the stuff while he's there and look at the differential? Because we did diff service too, like make sure that everything's good. Can't be more than an hour's worth of time to do what the customer needs, right? He wouldn't let me have it. He wouldn't let me do it my way because he doesn't trust us now. And he's an elevator mechanic owner. And I said, well, you've been down this road before. Like, you can't tell me your mechanics are perfect, because they're not. And the stuff that we put on today, mechanically, electronically, sucks. So I know he's walking the same road I have, and he's been the same path. And he said, yeah, he has. Right? So, anyway, the ball's in another shop's court. I'll let you know how that all pans out. But at least I was willing to take care of this. And this car's been gone for almost a month, Caleb? 45 days?
Yeah, 6 weeks.
It's been 6 weeks. And I get it, shit happens. And I'm still willing to take care of it, regardless of however yeah. I wasn't trying to get out of anything. I wasn't saying we're not at fault. Whatever it is, I just want to take care of it for you. Within reason, right? You're not going to fuck me because you make $330 an hour and we only make $150 an hour. Apples and oranges aren't the same. The industry is $150 an hour on Route 130. That's where your business is. That's where my business is. Even if you went to the court system, they would say, well, you're not going to get $330 an hour because Mercedes doesn't even charge $330 an hour. Me just being fair and beyond fair. So I was like, all right, I'll tow it to wherever you want. I really don't want to tow it to Philly because it costs more, but I'm just trying to get this taken care of.
And considering that it's warranty work, it should only be covering an hourly rate anyway.
Correct. And I did say that any warranty work has to be done in the house, which I still could have said, go screw yourself, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I just want to take care of it and move forward. And then he wanted me to put it in writing. I said, well, I'll send you a text message that I'm paying for the tow. The tow guy is my tow guy, not yours. He's not going to call you. And then the shop already called him and said, don't call the customer, just call me. The customer's got nothing to do with this now. You got nothing to worry about. So send him an email that I approve the other shop to diagnose one caliper bolt loose and the other one missing and look over the braking system. Whatever, I'm doing what I can to make this guy happy in most cases and work for both parties. If you went to court and you had a judge and attorney, it would be the same shit. They're going to say, well, how can you expect more above and beyond outside the industry standards? You can't. Even your warranty companies and your insurance companies don't want to pay dollar for dollar. I'm willing to pay dollar for dollar. That's pretty fair, right? You can't. Your own insurance companies don't pay dollar for a dollar. Your aftermarket warranty companies don't care. But the next part of this story is we had a customer with a Jeep with an electrical issue that I didn't get involved in. The story goes, 3 weeks ago, we sent a Jeep to the dealership for a camshaft replacement. Driver's side cylinder head. The week that she left there, she got a check engine light. But she comes to us all the time. So we check it, we're like, okay, maybe it's just a fluky thing, the gas cap, blah, 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 blah. Put your other gas cap back on. It wasn't. Come back again, it wasn't. Then she's getting all these weird codes for throttle body performance and some other shit. So we put a throttle body on it 2 years ago and it's out of warranty. I said, hey, you're such a good customer. It's not in warranty anymore, but I'm going to make a call on this and give it to you for free. Absolutely $0. I didn't have to do that, but I did it. And she said, ever since I've been to the dealership, I've had nothing but problems with my electrical system, and I said, I agree with you. I said, maybe you should just take it back there and ask them to check their work. Well, they refused to even entertain this. The week that she left there had problems, and had problems 3 weeks after that. The moral to the story is the driver's side harness and valve cover and everything had to come off intake manifold to do the camshaft. The harness was already brittle because we made a repair to it 2 years ago at the throttle body connector, which was fine. But somewhere along the line where they were working, moving the harness, it broke the 5-volt reference wire, and it was intermittently touching something. They were the last to touch it. Do you think they stood behind the repair? No. They absolutely not. For $880. An hour die, I get $220 an hour and 3 hours labor. Not, hey, let me help you out. I know we're the last ones in it. Shit happens. Shit happens in our business. You know who got ramrodded? The customer. They didn't take care of her. Now for me, I'm trying to take care of the guy. Trying to do everything I can. And I'm sorry, because I know the guy watches the videos who's a friend of mine, and I actually asked him, can you go to the tech and say, hey dude, just look it over, maybe something's pinched or something broke. We know it's a Jeep and it's been apart and the harnesses are flimsy. No one's blaming you, but can you just give her a little help or courtesy? Nope. Zero. $880. And you know, her warranty company told her to go pound sand.
They're good for that anyway.
Right. All the people who aren't willing to help you, right? And then you look at a guy who's trying to give you the service above and beyond when there's a problem. That's important too in this business. Is like if there's a problem, that the vendor or the business is trying to help you other than saying go screw yourself. Because that's what the Jeep dealer did to her and saying, I know I was the last one in there. They described the whole scenario. The harness on the driver's side cylinder head. No shit, you were just in there putting camshafts in. Nope. That's the way it goes. $880. You don't like it, go someplace else. That's exactly what they did. For me, it was like, hey, I want to make good on this, bring it back, let me check it out. Let me send a tow truck. No. So it's not all peaches and cream here and rainbows and sunshine. And people throwing money at you all day long. But yeah, shit happens. Tire shops can't get your wheel locks off. Why? You're a tire shop. You should be able to do that. Right? Had a guy yesterday stop in. Can't get my wheel lock off. I said $75. He hopped in his car and drove away. You know how many shops he probably stopped at and said, we can't get that off. We don't know what we're doing. Because I do it all the time for people. It's not just use the special tool. It's called skill. So I figured I'd just be transparent and just let you know that if there is a problem, we do try and stand behind it. Unlike other places. And Jeep didn't stand behind them working it. Sometimes there's a level of you touched my car, especially when you narrow an area that you're kind of responsible-ish, not exactly, but it's just coincidence. And coincidence happens. Shit happens. Electronic devices fail. People fall short. That's just the way it is. And anyway, let's put a new drain plug in this. New. This is what it looks like. And my rule here is every plastic oil pan and drain plug gets a new one, or I don't do the oil change. That's the way it goes. If you can't afford a new plastic drain plug with an oil change, you got bigger problems. Now someone will cry that it's too tight. I can't get it out. You know how many times I've heard that? You've heard it too? Frank's been around. When did you start fixing cars? In the 50s? Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was 16.
Oh, you're 70, you're 80? 80? So what year did you start working on cars? Right, so 50 plus years? Yeah. So Frank's been around a long time. This is a guy over here he's real short. All you see is head bobbling under the lift. He's been around a long time. I've heard can't get my lug nuts loose after you put my wheels on. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. And I can't get my drain plug loose. I want to change my own oil. Yeah, that's not my problem.
Yeah, can you crack it loose so I can do my own?
Or yeah, can you get my wheel locks off so I can go to my mechanic and get my brakes done? Well, he can't get it off. Well, then you got to pay. All right, let me clean this up. Yes. It's like water here. You guys use a lot of brake clean, Frank? All right, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.